Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to work on the Buds and Bloom ring, and that goes with the necklace and the bracelet that we made recently. So if you haven't seen them, here they are, and I'll pop up links up there at the top of the screen and then in the description box below the video for these two in case you'd like to take a look at those. So here, I'll pull these aside and just show you the ring. So here it is. Pull this off. It's a very simple ring to make. It's the same stitch as the necklace, as the bracelet, and it's sort of an embellished raw it's got a little band of pearls, but I also did a band, a simpler band this way if you want to. So I'll show you how to do both of those. So here it is. I wanted to let you know that you can use other beads on this. I have two here done in pearls. This one is done with all rondelles and bicones, and this one is done with fire polish beads. So those of you from, if you have all your 3mm fire polish beads from Dollar Bead Box, you can make tons of rings. Okay, so this is fire polish and 3mm bicones, and you know, I've used some 11/0s or little 2mm Druks here, so you probably have all the beads in your stash. Alright, so I'm going to clear the decks, get a materials list going, and we'll get started on this ring. See you in a few. Okay, let's get our materials list going. So you'll need a 3mm bead. I'm using a fire polish bead here, but you can use pretty much any 3mm. Now if you want to match the bracelet and the necklace, I'm going to put everything in the description box below the video to match it, because these are pearls and two sizes of rondelles and some 2mm Druk beads. I'm going to do a sort of a more stash buster version, so you can go, you know, most people probably have these beads. So the 3mm fire polish here, I'm using a 3mm bicone. You can use a little rondelle, anything. All the colors will go, as I said, will go down there. I'm using a bicone on this one, so I'm really pretty much duplicating this little pinky ring that I did here. I think it came out great with the 3mm fire polish. I'm using an 11/0 seed bead. You can use the 2mm Druk here. I've got a size 10 beading needle. I've got some 8-pound Fireline, black satin, and a stop bead. So minimal materials if you want to just do a simple ring, or you can, you know, use the additional beads. Alright, so gather up your materials and we'll get started. Here we're back, so let's get started. So I've switched out my 3mm, the two 3mm beads, for a 4mm, just because I thought it would be easier for you to see me do the stitch. However, I made a little sample using the 4mm, and actually it worked. So we're doing this ring in units, so if you do just fewer units, you can actually, you know, if you're a big ring girl, you can make a bigger ring. So here, that's the difference between the 3mm and the 4. So very versatile, you know, play around with this, with the beads that you're going to do on the top here. Alright, so here we go. So I've thread your needle with about 4.5 feet of thread, put on a stop bead and leave enough of a tail to sew in. Put on my thread, the fire polish, an 11/0, the fire polish, and an 11/0. Drop those down to my stop bead. Now I'm just going to make them into a circle. So I'm going to sew up through all the beads, like that. Now let me pull in a teeny bit. I'm just going to go around past where my tail is coming out, just to reinforce a little bit, like that. That down, and then one more through here. That's what I have. I'm going to pick up an 11/0, a fire polish, and an 11/0. Coming out of here, it's going to come around the other side, put on another unit, sew through the bottom seed bead, and the side, just like that. This is what we have. Pick up an 11/0, coming out of here, just come through this one, and I'm going to leave it open right now so you can see where the thread path is. Coming out of here, pick up an 11/0, come back through this one, I'll leave this open to show you what the thread path looks like. See that? So when I pull, it's going to make a unit. So just pull. This is what it looks like. Now I'm just going to sew around this unit. We didn't do this on the bracelet, but I think it's worth sewing around this unit. So I'm coming through the 11-0, through the fire polish, through the 11-0, through the fire polish. Okay, and I'm just going to, coming into this fire polish, I'm just going to come up through this 11-0. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to just, here I'm holding it like this, I'm just going to twist my hand around it. I'm going to sew those 3 11-0s together. So just go through all the 11-0s just to get a thread in there. Okay, and then I'm going to work my way to the other side of these 3 11-0s by just coming through the fire polish. I'm just going to turn my piece so there, see that my 3 11-0s are right there. I'm coming out of the fire polish. I'm just going to come up through the 11-0, and then I'm just going to come around all these beads just to sew these together. Okay, so now you have your first unit, and see it's like a triangle. So you want to be coming out of the side bead with your thread going in this direction. So get that done, and then meet me back here, and we'll add more units on. See you in a few. Okay, let's continue. So we're coming out of this 11-0. Pick up a fire polish, an 11-0, and a fire polish. Coming out of here, right there. Just come around the other side of that 11-0. Attach those beads like that. You're going to rotate your piece towards you and advance through this next 11-0. Pick up a fire polish and an 11-0. Come through this fire polish. Up through this one. Rotate. Continue on through this one. Come through this one. Pick up an 11-0 through this one. Up the side 11-0. Through the top 11-0, fire polish. Rotate. Come up through the 11-0. Sew those together. Just like that. Let's do it again. Pick up a fire polish, 11-0, a fire polish. Coming out of here, come around, rotate, advance your needle up the next 11-0, pick up a fire polish and an 11-0 through this one, up through this one, rotate, come through this one, through the top one, pick up an 11-0, through this one, up through this one, through the top one, rotate and come through the 11-0 and sew these together. Okay, so there you have it. You've got a little stack of triangles, and the flat part is going to go on your finger, and the bumped up part is going to go on the top. So you're going to continue doing this. If you're doing the 3mm, all the 3mm beads, do 5 units. So we have 3 on, do 2 more. So you have 5 units going on there. See the 5 pearls? Okay. If you're doing the 4mm, if you want to try this one, you only need 4 units to fit across a finger. Or just measure it. Like I have 3 here, I could do 1 more. So if you wanted, so you can just decide how many units you want to put on. And then we're going to add the, we're going to embellish, and then we'll add the band. All right, so get that done and meet me back here. Okay, we're back. So I've gotten 4 units done because I'm using the 4mm beads. Remember, if you're doing the 3mm, do 5 units. So I'm coming out of one of these 11-0s that I've sewn around all of them. You want to make sure where you're situating the flat part of this against your finger, because we're going to start embellishing now. So here I'm just going to hold, I'm going to choose, there's my flat part. So I'm coming out of this bead. I want to just come up through the top fire polish bead. It's going to be the top of my ring. So I'm just bringing my thread through. And then I'm going to embellish here. So I'm going to pick up a 4mm. I'm thinking maybe we could do a seed bead before it. I'm not sure. Let's see. Probably not. No. Okay, so we gave that a try, but that didn't work. Alright, so let me pull out the seed beads. It's always fun to, okay, there we go, to give something a try. Alright, so I would probably, at this point, I would probably use a more contrasting bicone, but this is all I had, so I'm just going to pop that bicone in there, just like that. But like a gold bicone would be really pretty here, or a pretty sparkly copper one. So I'm just putting a bicone in between each of my fire polish beads, and it's making it nice and stiff, which is just what you want. So it's getting the curve. So when I pull, see how it's curving on its own? So here I have my bicones on. See? Alright, so you're going to do, and you'll be doing 1 more if you're doing the 3mm. Okay, so that embellishment is done. The top is done. Now I'm going to come down the side 11-0 and through the bottom here, this bottom fire polish. Then I'm just going to put an 11-0 in between each one of these. Now remember, if you're doing pearls, you can use pearls and you can use the Druk beads. A lot of options here. So here I'm doing all my, just going in between each one. Alright, so see? So here I am coming out of this fire polish bead right there. Just going to come through the 11-0 and through this side so I can get the beads on here. So then I'm just going to take my 11-0s and go in between. Make sure you don't get caught on any threads, and as you pull, it's going to make it nice and arched. So see, I pull, and now I've got a nice arched piece. So when I, when I lay it on my finger, it lays perfectly. Let me back off a little bit. It lays perfectly, around the finger, just like that. See that? All right. So get to this point. I mean, that's the top of the ring. You're done with that. So get to this point and then meet me back here and we will put on the band. Alright, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to put the band on. So I'm coming out of one of these fire polish beads at the end. I'm just going to come through that 11-0. So here, this is the flat part of my ring. I'm going to pick up a 3mm, an 11-0, and a 3mm. Just going to come back through that 11-0. Down the side bead and the 11-0. It's like that. Pick up a 3mm and 11-0 and a 3, coming out of here, come around. You want to pull these a bit, come through the side bead, and the 11-0. And don't worry about it, it's loose and floppy right now. This is fine because we're going to tighten it up when we do the embellishment in between each of these units. So just do one more time and then I'll let you go off on your own. Fire polish, 3mm fire polish, 11-0 fire polish, coming out of here, just come on around. Come through the side bead and the 11-0. Okay, and just continue all the way around until you got a good band going. All right, and then when we come back, we'll embellish it, and then after I'll show you how to do this other band. All right, see you in a few. Okay, so I have the length of my band on, and the way you're going to measure it, of course, is you're going to hold it around your finger, and you just want enough of an opening there so that you can fit one more fire polish in. So here we're coming out of the 11-0, so we're going to attach this 11-0 to this 11-0. So pick up a fire polish, coming out of here, just come through this one. Pick up another fire polish, come through this one. So if you're doing the 4mm band, I don't know if I mentioned, but I used the 4mm ring. I used 3mm fire polish beads for the band because the 4 was kind of big. All right, so here we go. I'm coming out of this bead here. I'm just going to come back up through this fire polish bead. I'm going to pick up an 11-0. I'm going to come through this one. Just want to place an 11-0 there. Then I'm going to come back through this one. Pick up an 11-0. Come through this one. That's what it looks like. Then I'm going to add an 11-0 between each one of the beads. Like that. That's going to tighten up my band. So you're just going to do that all the way down to the other side, and then you're going to, like you did on this side, so you're going to come down to the end. You're going to be coming out of this bead, pick up an 11-0, come through here, come down this one, pick up an 11-0, come through this one, and then come all the way back to the other end. All right, then meet me back here. Okay, so I'm down to the end. I'm just going to reinforce now. So I'm coming around this 11-0. So I'm just coming around the units again, just to get to this side. See that? And then I'm just going to come through all the beads and do that to tighten everybody up. So I'm just coming down and around. Like that. And you'll feel it tighten up. That's a big baby. Let's see how it fits. Okay, it fits on my middle finger. Okay, so really, and then you're just going to tie in, here, let me pull out, and you're going to just tie in your threads at this point. So here's the 4, here's the 3, you know, whichever you like. Now we're going to come back after this, so get this done, and then, you know, do a reinforcing tie if you half hitch knots. Then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to do this more simple band if you want that one. All right, see. Okay, we're back, and I want to show you this band, a very simple band, if that's what you want to go with. So I made this little piece to go with my set. So here, let me move these out of the way, and I'll pull in. So here's my little top piece. You should be coming out of that bottom seed bead right here. See the 3 seed beads, the bottom one that's on your flat side here. Just pick up an 11-0. Come through this one. We're just placing some 11-0s on to get in position to add the band. Okay, now you can put an 11-0 there or just come through the next one. And then pick up another 11-0 and come through this one, and then the one you put on. So you place, so I want 3 seed beads. See that? All in a row. Then, so you have those placed. Now what you can do here is just come up again and then come down and then come through all three. And it just makes it nice and tight at that end and straightens everybody out, just like that. Okay, so now you're all set to continue. So just pick up 3 seed beads, coming out of here. Just come around, come through the same 3. If I can get my needle, if I can find my seed bead there. There it is. Okay, just like that. Just putting on 3, then come back through the 3 you just put on. You want to hold it here, give a little pull. You're going to reinforce everybody again, but you know, just make it as, you know, pretty snug. So pick up 3, coming out of here, come back around, and back through, just like that. Pick up 3, and you know, actually, I'm always designing as I go along, or always thinking, so come back again. So instead of going through the whole thing again and reinforcing, let's just reinforce as we go. So go through again. Okay, pick up 3. And that's really, so, you know, originally I was going to come around again and reinforce everybody, but why not just do it as we go along, see if that works. So then here I put those 3 on, and I'm going to go back and forward again. Yeah, and that's making it nice and, you know, it's making it nice and snug. It's going to be a flexible band, not like the other one. The other one's pretty rigid. So pick up 3, come around, go through, then I'm coming around again to reinforce. I'm just going to do that all the way around. So here we go. So this is what it looks like. Alright, so just keep doing that. Do it all the way around. You can just put them all on and then reinforce everybody after. I'm just doing it as I go along. Keep going, meet me at this end, and I'll show you how to attach the other side. Alright, see you in a few. Okay, we're back, and I have my simple band on, and I'm going to show you how to connect it to the other side. So here I'm holding it around my finger. I'm just going to connect to this bottom seed bead here, just like the other side. So pick up an 11-0, go to this one, pick up another 11-0, come back through the 3, and when I pull, see how that places everybody on? So now I'm just going to reinforce, so I'm coming back through the 3 at the top, back through these. I'm going to do it one more time because I can. Can you get all 3? Just do 2. Just kind of gets them nicely stacked, and also, you know, it's a stress point of the ring, so you want to make sure it comes out good. Okay, so then I'm going to go through one more time. So here. Now you want to connect these 3 to these 2. So let me just check my other side for a second. Okay, so I didn't put a bead there. So I'm just coming out of here. I'm just going to come through this one and down through this one. See how that connects everybody? Then back through. It's getting a little tight, but you know, if it's, you know, just judge as far as how many times you can go through and how much thread you have in there. I tend to go a little crazy. All right, then I'm just gonna reinforce by going around, and now I have this on. All right, so get that done, and then meet me back here, and we'll take a look at all our fun pieces. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back, and here are our rings. Think I went a little overboard? Maybe. I just wanted you to see that you can do this with all different beads. So the rondelles, the bicones, the pearls, bigger beads, fire polish, you know, it really is very versatile. You can really play with this a lot, which is great. So here's the bracelets again, here's the necklace. we're not done yet. We have an earring coming, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.